Now, Daniel Spargo-Mabbs was a keen sportsman and musician who had ambitions to join the army. But 10 years ago, his life was cut short after taking the illegal drug MDMA at a rave in West London. Well, he was just 16. His mother, Fiona, set up a foundation in his name, and today, on its anniversary, she's launched a drug education forum to raise awareness about illegal drugs, as Anna O'Neill explains.
I love you, Dan. And he'd go,
I love you, Mum. I promise I won't die.
I Love You, Mum, I Promise I Won't Die is a play about how 16-year-old Daniel Spargo-Mabbs from Croydon came to die after taking MDMA, and it's being performed at a school in Hillingdon.
The journey from Croydon to Hillingdon to come here to the school is always very poignant, because that's the journey Dan made to the rave 10 years ago, and he never made that journey home again.
For the last decade, his mum Fiona has taken Dan's story to schools in the hope of preventing a similar tragedy.
I just kept saying to myself, no more Dan, no more Dan.
The Drug Education Forum, spearheaded by Fiona and the Daniel Spargo-Mabbs Foundation, has been launched today.
The aim of the forum is to advocate for the sector, so that any time anybody's talking about drug-related harm or drug-related deaths, we are banging the drum for drug education for all young people. Absolutely has to be part of that, but also for their parents, and also making sure that the professionals that are working with them are really well trained.
Overall, drug use has declined over the last 20 years, but over the last few years, we've seen a worrying increase in the prevalence of use of some drugs, and perhaps more importantly, an increase in some of the harms related to drugs, including hospitalisations and deaths. And this is happening all over the country, but in London in particular.
The Office for National Statistics told us use of ecstasy among 16 to 24-year-olds is at its lowest point since data started being collected. Cannabis continues to be the most widely used drug in this age group.
What did you make of the play?
I found it quite emotional, purely because it was such a real story, and
we are more aware of even just the names or what a lot of drugs do, but we don't fully understand them.
Tonight the play will be performed at Daniel's former secondary school in Croydon in a special 10-year anniversary tribute.
I always hope that Dan's story and through the play that will just lodge itself in people's heads. That will then be there, and that will then help them when they're making decisions themselves.
Anna O'Neill, BBC London.